Welcome to the latest USL League One in 10. My name's Jason Longshore. Thanks for listening here on the Soccer Down Here Network. Let's jump into the recap of Week 4 of the inaugural USL League One season. After Week 4, South Georgia Tormenta sits on top of the USL League One table with 8 points. However, they've played the most matches in the league so far with 5. They suffered their first loss last Saturday in the Scenic City as the Chattanooga Red Wolves won 3-2. We talked about this last week on the USL League 1 and 10. The Red Wolves had been creating chances. They just couldn't find the back of the net consistently. They doubled their season goal-scoring tally last weekend, with all 3 of their goals coming in the first 17 minutes. Tormenta staged a rally. Connor Antley scored on a nice long-range effort in the 74th minute. Some combination play in the final third created a goal for Christopher Hellman in the 88th minute to cut the lead to 1. But Tormenta's comeback effort ran out of time, and the Red Wolves cut their lead at the top of the table to 2 points. Chattanooga midfielder and captain Stephen Beattie, he scored twice in that match. That earned him USL League One Player of the Week honors for Week 4. He scored on a tap-in early on an open net in the 8th minute. Tormenta goalkeeper Pablo Jara misjudged the ball at the top of the 18. He came out to head it. Beattie pounced on it, converts in the open net. He added the second goal in the 17th minute after a really nice little touch inside the 18 to create an opening for the shot. The Irish midfielder is proven to be one of the leaders of the Red Wolves on the field. He's proving to be quite the presence in the attacking half of the field as well. Number 3 on the list, Chattanooga just keeps making news. They made even more news today as they announced more details on their stadium plans going forward. We'll have a 1v1 with Chattanooga general manager Sean McDaniel later today on the Soccer Down Here network. Owner Bob Martino presented renderings and the layout for a $125 million mixed-use development in East Ridge that will include a 5,500-seat stadium, housing, retail, restaurants, a hotel, and green spaces. East Ridge Mayor Brian Williams said, "East Ridge has never experienced an investment on this level that benefits our community in so many ways. Bob Martino could have put the stadium in development wherever he wanted, but he chose our community, and we are so appreciative." The stadium will also be used by the Dalton Red Wolves of USL League 2 for a few matches, and the Chattanooga Lady Red Wolves. Construction on the complex will start in the coming months. Number 4 on the list, the Richmond Kickers picked up their first win of 2019 on the road in South Carolina against the Greenville Triumph. Joe Gallardo's run through the heart of the Greenville defense in the 49th minute was pretty brave. He found an opening inside the 18, and he slotted a left-footed shot past Triumph goalkeeper Dallas J. Greenville threw everything forward as the second half went on. Kickers goalkeeper Akira Fitzgerald made a big save on a breakaway, and in substitute defender Ivan Magales cleared the rebound off the line in the 67th minute. That denied Greenville their best chance to equalize, and it ensured that the Kickers picked up their first 3 points of 2019. Number 5 on the list, forward Madison also picked up their first win of 2019, first win in club history. It was last Friday night on the road at Montverde Academy in Orlando against Orlando City B. The hosts opened the scoring. Christopher Osewusu converted on a penalty kick in the 36th minute. But Daryl Shore's Madison squad, they picked themselves up during the halftime break, came back with 2 goals in the second half to take the 3 points back to Wisconsin. Paulo Jr. picked out Josiel Nunez in the 58th minute to level the scoreline. 70th minute, Nunez almost added a second. He rocked the post with a free kick from outside the 18. Orlando tried to scramble away a clearance. Connor Tobin's touch fell to Sean Russell. He blasted it home. Wasn't easy to finish this one out. Don Smart was sent off for Madison in the 81st minute with 2 yellows in quick succession. But Orlando, unable to take advantage of Smart's red card, and forward Madison picked up the win. Number 6 on the list, North Texas SC. They didn't play last weekend. They're 2-0-0 so far in the season. But forward Ricardo Pepi made the news as he was named to the US U17 national team that will play in the upcoming CONCACAF U17 championship. The event is how the U.S. will attempt to qualify for the FIFA U17 World Cup in Brazil later this year. Pepi has been a strong forward for North Texas so far this season. That was a big part of earning the call-up, but he's also been a star for FC Dallas Academy sides in U.S. Soccer Developmental Academy play, in prestigious tournaments, in the Dallas Cup. He's got all 4 of North Texas's goals this season. The big question for North Texas is how are they going to cope in his absence for a few matches? Are they going to get players down on loan from FC Dallas, or are they going to turn to their very strong academy to get some attacking support in Ricardo Pepi's absence? It's a busy week of USL League One action ahead. It starts Friday night in Michigan. Lansing Ignite, currently 2-1-0, will be hosting Toronto FC2 at Cooley Law School Stadium at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The Young Reds from Toronto, they have a win and a draw so far this season. Later that night, Tormenta makes their longest trip of the year. They head out to the Keno Sports Complex for a match with FC Tucson at 10:30 Eastern Time. Tucson's last match was a 1-1 draw at home with Toronto on April 13th. Number 8 on the list, 3 matches on the docket on Saturday in the league. Top team in the USL League One.com power rankings, North Texas SC. They're hosting Orlando City B at Toyota Stadium at 5:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Reason for the kind of weird kickoff is it's the second match of a doubleheader with FC Dallas hosting the San Jose Earthquakes in the opener. The suddenly explosive Chattanooga Red Wolves head east to face the Richmond Kickers at City Stadium at 7 p.m. That's followed up by Forward Madison hosting Greenville Triumph at Breese Stevens Field at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday night. Number 9 on the list. One more match before we'll be back with you to recap everything in the USL League 1 and 10. It's next Tuesday night. Lansing heading west on short rest to face FC Tucson at 10 p.m. Eastern. This week, it's a big opportunity for FC Tucson. They get back-to-back home matches on a Friday, Tuesday against teams that are going to be traveling a long distance for the first time in their club's history. We talk about travel and the importance of dealing with it in Major League Soccer all the time. I think it's an even bigger issue in USL League One, especially for South Georgia Tormenta and Lansing, 2 teams that have never dealt with this kind of travel before. Look, you learn from experiencing it sometimes. You learn how to manage your training schedule. You learn how to prepare just everything on the trip to get the best possible performance. We'll see how prepared Tormenta and Lansing are for their trips to Tucson. Tucson gets to sit and wait for both teams to come to town. I think Tucson could make a big jump in the power rankings and in the USL League One table ahead of next week. Number 10 on the list, let's take an opportunity to look at the Golden Boot race. Ricardo Pepi, he's got 4. He's leading the way, 4 goals in 2 matches so far for North Texas, but he's going to miss some time with USU17 play. How long is he going to hold on to the Golden Boot lead? Stephen Beattie now is in second in the Golden Boot race. He has 3 goals on the season. His 2 goals from over the weekend bump him up ahead of Tucson's Guillermo Delgado, Orlando's Christopher Osewusu, and Greenville's Jake Keegan. They're all next on the list with a pair of goals in 2019. We'll see what the Golden Boot list looks like. We'll also see what the USL League One table looks like after Week 5 of action around the league. You can watch all of it on ESPN+, and we'll be back next week to recap every bit of it for you on the USL League 1 and 10 here on the Soccer Down Here Network. Thanks for listening. Talk to y'all next week.